Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Churnerus. Welcome to PlayStation 4. Welcome to just west of Svetlojarsk. We are creeping along the mountain, I guess it would be, sort of just north of the main road out of Svetlojarsk. Just kind of keep it. We're just going to do a recce towards Svetlojarsk, I think. We're not going to do any serious PvP. We're just going to have a look round. Looks like it's a dark. I'm not quite sure what time it is. Which way the shadow's going? Where's my shadow? Right, there's my shadow. So my shadow is pointing north. Okay, it's a bit odd. Why is my shadow pointing north? Okay. Because the sun must be over there somewhere. So the sun, if the sun's over there, then that's the east. So that means it may be mid-morning. Kind of want to keep my height up here. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. Back at work, maybe. Back at college. It's quite a good vantage point here, isn't it? Can we see? So we haven't spawned any zombies in. If you're new to this this story, the Deer Hunter, basically I've had this character for a long time. This run through a real long time. Been all over the map. We didn't start on this server, but the server that I started this character on, I forgot which server it was. So we came to this server and we've been all over the place. See, there's a lot of spawns around Svetlojarsk, a lot of spawns. Not that I'm going to go and like kill like fresh spawns. That would be, there's not much sport in that, is there? Look at this though. When they say the advantage that DayZ has is its map, I mean you can really see that kind of with this. This amazing map, like you can see, all the way over there, down sort of along the east coast. There's a little town there, little village. Cargo ship's down there, isn't it? A few clicks. I guess the thing to look at would be where the water pumps. Is there a zombie? Where the water pumps are in Svetlojarsk, wouldn't it? Let's have a quick look at the map. So the water pumps are behind the church. So we did see the church, didn't we? So it's sort of south of the church. So where's the church? Well, there's the church. So the water pumps are kind of off that square. I think there might even be a water pump in the square. Wait a minute, is there another church? No, I'm looking at the wrong church. There should be a church closer this way as well, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, behind there is a graveyard, And there's a water pump back there somewhere. Probably where those buildings are. It's all pretty quiet though. Let's make our way along these rocks. So we do need to keep our wits around us, because obviously what I'm doing here, keeping the high ground, someone who's kind of serious about ambushing people. There's also some bloody long drops here as well. DayZ gets, it's you know, when we're in the wilderness in DayZ, you know, miles away from anywhere, you feel a little bit secure, don't you? But when you start coming down to the higher population places, you kind of become aware, you know, is there a guy with a ghillie suit hiding? And with DayZ, that, you know, the last thing you see is probably, you might hear the sound of the shot that gets you, but more than often than not, you'll just hear the you just get the "you are dead" screen. This is why DayZ is so magical, isn't it? We are in a world, and I've talked about this in videos before about, you know, why DayZ is so brilliant. Is because obviously we have this amazing map with all these amazing ambient sounds in it. I'm just looking at places where I would hide things, and it feels like a real place. It is, because it is absolutely based on real places in Eastern Europe. You know, they literally copied places. Whereas when you play something like Rust, or even Scum, you know, they feel like video games. I always think this is a bit weird when you get on an angle, because, you know, if you were really sitting there using your binoculars, you would compensate when you'd make the binoculars level. Okay, so zombies are spawning in. Beautiful part of Chernobyl, this, isn't it, as well? So what do they look like through this tundra? Okay, not much going on. Not much going on here. But maybe that is a good thing. Right, let's move on down. If you were going to hide stuff, you'd hide it around here, wouldn't you? Maybe somewhere where you can keep an eye on the freshies, if that's what you were into. Maybe it's the sounds of DayZ. They're so good. The crunch of the gravel underfoot. The ambient sounds. Should we go for a paddle? We've come a long way, haven't we? This character, the deer hunter as I call her. Because when this character first started, when I first started her, one of the first things I did was kill a deer and then feasted on the animal fat. I shared it with a random I bumped into down in the southeast, just north of Electra, I think. Let's have a quick paddle. Take our shoes off. Nice. Get into cover. Again, this is a... if you wanted an out-of-the-way base, you know, maybe you would hide something here. Maybe some barrels, some wooden chests. There's all these little nooks and crannies. The map's so big though, isn't it? Would you ever find anything? Well, I say that you do, don't you? Because I've bumped into a few bases already over the last few days. You'd be surprised. Yes, look how cool this area is. It's like a hidden little grotto in between the rocks. This is a great place, actually. Really good. Close to the sea. So you go fishing for your food. Bit dangerous nipping into Svetla jars for water. Sorry, I've forgotten about the chat, haven't I? Storm Gaming says, "Hi Scalespeeder, how are you doing?" Very well, sir, thank you. Anti says, "Hello Scale, how's it been going?" It's going great. Oh, there's a strange buzz. There you go. I was charging up my controller. There we go. No offence, but you sound just like the Little Big Planet narrator. Thank you. Right, there you go. That should be better. It's because I was charging up my DualShock 4. Ooh. Yeah, so we're just up in the far northeastern part of the map, by Svetla. I think we'll move round to Bresnik actually, just for old time's sake. Right, I just need to go and make a drink though. Apologies, quick snack time. Right, where were we? Hello. I thought I was the only one that got that charging noise when you charge your headset, that buzzing noise. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe it could be for particular types of dual shocks, but it's a bit of a pain. Actually, what I should probably do is charge up a power bank and have a go at charging a dual shock from a power bank. Still a bit of a long way down, isn't it? Because I guess the buzzing is, well, saying that, it's, well, I'm connected to a USB charger. I'm pretty sure it does it if I charge my controller via my I've got a bit lost. Via my computer as well. I mean, that should be a pretty pure output, that. Can you imagine how long it took the developers to do even this tiny little bit of the map? If you're new to the stream, obviously hit subscribe, hit that like button. I do quite a lot of different games. They tend to be something to do with shooting. Yeah, so games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, PUBG. I mean, I know DayZ is a survival game, isn't it? But it's kind of got that look and feel to it, hasn't it? Or a bit of Sudden Strike. My main games at the moment that I make videos for are DayZ and Call of Duty, well, and Warzone. I don't really stream Call of Duty very often because I'm not a particularly good player. You know, I can have my moments, you know, when I can be pretty good. But you know, if you were watching me play out, it would just be like you're watching an average player, which I wouldn't have thought was much fun. But I like streaming DayZ, playing DayZ on stream, because I think you can play it like this, you know, just adventuring really, just going around and exploring. A lot of the time I play on my own private servers, which I run, the Scalespeeder gaming private servers, which are PvE only, so you don't have to worry about getting shot. But I thought I'd do a few runs on public servers, you know, just to stay in touch. And tell you what, it's been good because it's re-taught me about surviving at night. But you know, I pretty much like to keep myself to myself. You know, when I'm playing DayZ, you know, keeping away from other. I don't go looking for trouble. Yeah. But saying that, we've been to Tizzy. We've been to the other military base on the north. We haven't been down to the northwest airfield. Maybe that's somewhere where we'll go next. But yeah, I just like surviving. I like wandering around, enjoying the map, finding new places on the map that I haven't been to, and yeah, just enjoying the zombie apocalypse as an adventure game rather than a shooty game. Because if I've got that real shooty itch where I want to go and, you know, do a bit of shooting, I tend to play Call of Duty or Battlefield when there's a good Battlefield. But Battlefield 5 is a bit pants, so. So what does everybody else like playing? Stone Mountain is good to check out. Yes, he is. Does he do to YouTube anymore? No, he went over to Facebook, didn't he? Andy says, I rented a server just so me and my buddy could hoard stuff and explore. Yes, absolutely. I think if you want to learn DayZ, the survival side of it and the building side of it, definitely, you know, get your own server. And you've got the whole of the map to yourself. Although I do think that if you buy DayZ on console, you should be able to play it single player. You know, it's crazy that there should be online, which is where you do this sort of thing, or you can hire a server for you and your mates. But there should be online. Sorry, it should be offline single player, like there is on PC. If you own it on PC, you can set. Oh, what's going on? We got a restart. We've got a restart. Okay, let's wait a couple of minutes then. Let's see what happens. Let me finish off my cheese and biscuits. Made. Right, let's see if it's back again. Nope. Excuse me, I'm just having a nice couple of I think these are Ritz crackers, I think, with cheese on. Very nice. That's good. Right, let's see if it's back. Here we go. We're good to go again. Yeah, so most of my stuff on my channel is pre-recorded videos. You know, how to do this, how to do that. And I stream to YouTube just because this is where my subscribers are. And most of my actually, where have they come? I probably a lot of my subscribers came from Call of Duty, and a lot of them come from DayZ, I think. But I built up quite a few over the last few years. But mostly I think people just come for the tutorial videos. Right, here we go. Now we need to be reasonably careful around here because there'll definitely be zombies. You'd have to be a pretty dedicated spawn killer to stay in this particular part of the map, because although there are new spawns, there's not that many. We're up at Bereznik. Yeah, according to I Survived, there's only like 2 spawn points here. But we'll do a little bit of reconnaissance first, because you can never be too careful, can you? Seems pretty clear. Now, I need to find a knife, don't I? I forgot I managed to drop my knife yesterday. So let's head on down and have a look round. Look, my character's in the shadow. Zombie. They do like leaving. I tell you what, we're going to take the orienteering compass. We're going to drop the classic compass. Or have I just dropped? Have I dropped? Oh yeah. Because when we get the chance, I just want to test whether the orienteering compass is better for using at night, because it's a bit of a pain using the other one. Yeah, it could be that it's a little bit clearer at night. Cool. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's have a... Let's have a look round. Is there a chicken in the water? There he is. The lesser known coastal chicken. Oh dear. Rather nice blue dry bag there. Oh, with some food. Excellent. I think I'll bother climbing up one of those. You can live to peck another day, Mr. Hen. I'm after bigger fish to fry. Oh, another battery. So we can seriously consider a torch now. These little boats are often a lifeline when you're a new player, if you're new to DayZ. Ooh, gunfire. Long way off. West. Single shot normally indicates it's against a person. Can't hear any returning shots. Or often if you hear more shots, it indicates, and they're a bit wild. Could be zombies that they're doing. See, that could be from where I was earlier. You know, where I was up in the mountain, the mountain. above the military tents, west of Selengorsk. Lots of pistols. What a knife. Let's see. Now, what we're going to do, I don't want to go to Taruvo. That's where we came from. But I do fancy... there's a split in the road up here. And then... when we get to the split in the road, we can head north, and we go to somewhere I don't think I've ever been to, called Belaya Polyana, which is right at the top of the map. I might have been there, but it's really a long way out of the way. But they've got a water pump there, probably a few other houses. Our trigger for going north is there's a split in the road, and then we take a right. Another chicken. Is there a chance of a hunting knife somewhere like this? Is this the split in the road? This could be it here. Yeah, here we go, right, here's the split in the road. So we take this fork of the road. Another bloody chicken. There's chickens all over the place here. And then what we do, there'll be a road north, or a track north in a sec. There it is. So we follow this north. And then this then turns west. It'll feel good to get inside this tree cover, to be honest. Though it does look like it's going to start to rain fairly shortly. Right, so what we're looking out for now is we want to get to the right hand side above the road. And we're looking for a hunter's hide. You know, one of the hunter's lookouts. And that'll be our point of interest to then turn north. Wind seems to be getting up as well. Alright, there we go, there it is. Almost missed that. A hunting knife, look at that! Just what we were after. What condition is it in? Does it need any work? Pristine. Right, so let us put that on there. Let's try and not drop it this time. Right, so we need to go north now. So we need to go exactly north. And we need to listen out for deer as well. But there is a bit of some big rocks in the way here. See if we can climb up. No. Too tall. Always worried about wolf attacks and bear attacks and this sort of thing. We are a long way north. We're almost as north as you can get. So we're pretty near the edge of the map. So what we're looking for now is another road. Now if we just head north, we should hit a road. See, this would be a good place on a public server such as this one to build a base, wouldn't it? You know, if you want to actually, right, I'm going to build 4 walls and a watchtower or something. Because yeah, you've really got to... We're a long, long way away from the action at this point. Oh, do you see that lightning strike? Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Okay, so what we'll do... Let's take our vitamins. It's probably going to start raining in a minute. Ooh, I can hear deer. I can definitely hear sheep. Was that a cow? Definitely sheep. Ooh, we're up in there. Okay, so the deer hunter will become the sheep hunter. Although I think hunting sheep isn't probably that much of a challenge unless they're wild sheep. But saying that, I guess in Chernerus these sheep have probably been wild for quite a long time. But one of these sheep, if I take one down and quickly cut it up, that would give me some nice fat, wouldn't it? Keep us going for a long time. Question is, oh look, they're sitting down because it's raining. Right, so a headshot from this thing should kill a sheep, shouldn't it? Should we see? There we go. I can hear zombies coming. Here they come. Ah, one zombie. Hello, zombie. Let's get the rest of this meat. Let's get out of here. We are the sheep hunter. Hunter of bovine animals. But we left the other three alone, didn't we? Right, so what we could do here... if we move further into the town, so I'm pretty sure this is Pollyanna now, must be. So if we move further in, let's find the water pump so we know exactly where we are. So the water pump is on the right hand side. I should be saying that. I'm full, aren't I? I've got no space to carry anything else. Right, so the water pump's up here. There it is. Right, there's the water pump. Come on, Grandma. Come on. Right, so... first things first. Let's have a glug. Right, now find a house with a stove. God, look at those zombies. Right, so you can't use these as... You can't use these, can you? There's the ones with the stone. Right, so that is a... Can you use that place? Let's put some stuff down. Right, yeah, you can. Right, so you can place. Right, so you can put stuff in. Right, that then creates the fireplace. Right, good. Okay, so we've got some kindling in there. So what we need to do now is go and get some wood, don't we? So let's put our meat down. Let's give ourselves some space in our backpack. Okay, and let's go. In fact, we put that big bit of fat down as well. Let's go and get some wood. In fact, can you do the... So by placing the appropriate thing. Okay. So you can saw a log with your axe. That's interesting to know. Now, is that going to turn into... Alright, and that's just going to turn into more firewood. Right, understood. Oh, look at my axe. It's bloody knackered. Okay. Okay, so how much wood have we got? Got a bit, haven't we? Follow the trail of zombies. Presumably now we can put the wood on there. Just go and get the rest of the wood. look at this. Look at this. So presumably we can now cook things. Yes. How do we know whether stuff's ready or not yet, though? Guess it will change, will it? It'll change colour, won't it, I guess. It's sizzling. Can you see the smoke outside? That's something I wanted to see as well. Yes. Okay, I wonder how far away you can see the smoke. Okay, so it's not that bad. But the eagle-eyed amongst you may well find it. Sounds yummy. This isn't the way it's sizzling away. I understand you can put a frying pan on here or a pot on here and then cook more at the same time, or you could boil stuff. I think I'm pretty sure grilling stuff is the best way to cook it though. That may take longer than when you've got a fireplace with a stick. Not changing colour, are they? Normally these would be cooked by now. Yeah, still not cooked. It's hot but not cooked. Oh right, yeah, one just, there you go, it just changed colour, doesn't it? Okay, it's oh, they're both cooked. Let's put some more. This is so cool. I love this about DayZ. Here we are in the zombie apocalypse, cooking some muttons, cooking some lamb. We're having some lamb chops. We're having a lamb chop grill as the sun sets outside. I mean, Jesus, this is just amazing, isn't it? Or maybe it's rubbish. If it's not your cup of tea. But look. This is fantastic, I think. Suppose we should eat one. Should we eat one now? Mutton steak. In fact, we can probably eat our fill. How are these doing? Could do with some salt and pepper. That'd be funny, wouldn't it, if you could add salt and pepper to them? Because I think that although we have, you know, at the bottom right of the screen, you've got hydration, food, blood, temperature, and overall health. I think there should be a morale one as well. You know, how good your morale is. You know, and if your morale is very high, that should be able to make up for, say, you're feeling hungry. You should be able to. If you've got high morale, you know, it should have other effects. And then the ways that you could improve your morale maybe would be things like having a nice hot meal. You know, putting fresh clothes on. You know, you know, as we wear clothes, they should get dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. But maybe there should be a mechanic where you can clean them, and then your morale goes up because you've cleaned them. Or maybe you've put some fresh boots on. You know, maybe you've say you've seen a sunrise You know, if you're around for a sunrise, maybe not a sunset, because the sunset could be a scary time, couldn't it? But sunrise, you see the sunrise, and your morale goes up. I've survived another day. Maybe they could have something where you could. I mean, I'm not sure how they would do it, but maybe if you helped a player, you know, if you gave another player food, you know, that would that would increase your morale. Yes. Well, other things you have to make you feel better. Finding a gun. You know, the first time you find when you're a new survivor, because it could be like a boost when you're a new survivor as well. So when you get a morale boost when you're a new survivor, and then you find some food the first time, and you eat it, your morale goes up. You find a gun. Now, when you find other guns, you wouldn't get the same morale boost unless it was a special gun. But you know, that first time, the first time you manage to kill a zombie and survive a zombie attack, you get a morale boost. And maybe if you had better morale, you would find more chance of finding better loot in houses. You know, it's getting pretty dark now. Let's go outside and just see what we can see outside. So if you were approaching, I haven't got my axe on me. I've got to be careful. So can you see? Yeah, you can definitely see those lights, can't you? You'd be hard pushed to see the smoke at night. How cool does this look? I see another one. It's always good to eat cooked meat because it's packed with really good calories. So in DayZ we have the food meter in the bottom right hand corner. You know, that little apple. And just because the apple's full doesn't mean that your tummy's full. You know, what you should really do is you should eat or drink until you get that warning sign. You know, with the stomach full. And that tells you, your stomach's full. But if you were, for example, just to drink loads and loads of water, that would make your stomach full. But obviously that's empty calories water. You know, it's not calories at all, is it? Why have I've dropped my compass, haven't I? So if you eat high calorie things, so for example, cooked meat, cooked fat's the best one. If you fill up on that, not only are you full, but you've got lots of calories, so it will take you a long time to get hungry again. So if you can get hold of cooked food is always better than canned food, but we know that in real life, don't we? Freshly prepared food is better than processed food. This is brilliant. Look how pretty this is. Of course, you can use cooked meat to stay warm as well, which is a bit odd. I think that's a bit strange. I think that's something they probably need to work on. Fair enough, use it to keep warm for a little bit, but after 15 minutes the meat should be cold. And so for another morale boost thing would be you get morale boost, for example, for eating warm food. but you wouldn't get morale boost for eating cold food. If you had to eat rotten food as well because you were starving, you know, you would get a negative morale. Oh, we've got more. Didn't realise that we've got more steaks there. Seems to be coming along nicely. And there's one of them done. There's the other one done. I like the way they start to sizzle when they're done. This is quite homely, this, isn't it? You know, we're in a nice, safe room. The zombies are outside; we can hear them, but for now we are safe. It's night. Night has fallen. We've got food. We've got drink. We survived another day in Chernerus. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm going to pick up my axe before I forget it. And I'm probably going to cut up. Was there a tracksuit pants? Where are they? Let's make some more rags. How's the lamb steaks coming? Looks good. I'm surprised I've been able to eat so much, actually. We've knocked back quite a few lamb steaks, haven't we? I don't think in real life you couldn't eat like 6 lamb steaks. Well, I guess you could if you were hungry enough. Yeah. I guess we're not having like chips, are we? Or roast potatoes with them. You can store stuff in the fireplace as well. Now, should we cook the fat as well? That's the really good stuff, the fat. Sizzling away. Well, I tell you what, if we have this last steak, we have eaten that whole sheep apart from the fat. Oh no, here we go, we've got another steak left. If you hid like this and someone came in, they'd never see you, would they? Get a shotgun out. starting to feel hungry myself. Okay, so that one's ready, and the fat's ready as well. So that just leaves one last piece of lamb to cook. And this is a great example of how the little food apple sign that shows you you're full, you're not really full. I think Ash, what's his name? If you go, there's a guy who does YouTube tutorial info pictures, and I think having the apple full just means your stomach is something like, it's only like 40% full. You can fit a lot more in there. We should have picked up the fat, shouldn't we? There we go. That's there's, I think there's something like 900 calories. Oh, we could make a torch out of it. Let's get ready to ambush anybody who's foolish enough to try and take us on. So what we should do while we're waiting for this to cook, we should have a look at the map. Right, we are literally at the top of the map. So we could follow the road round to Dobro, or Dobroya. Then we could cut southwest back to Komanokova. Oh, is that cooked? I think it has cooked, isn't it? We don't want to burn it. There it is. Is that my? Have I dropped my knife again? Right, let's. Oh, it's burnt. I left it on for too long. Oh no! Can we still eat it though? So if we take a multivitamin first, so our immune systems, you wouldn't get ill from eating burnt steak, would you? In fact, I quite like really well done steak. I know I like, you know, rare and medium rare as well, but okay, so let's just take stock of our stuff. So we have still got on our shoulder the KAM. We've got the double barrel shotgun. Where's our axe? There's our axe, and there is our tundra. There is our knife. We've still got a hacksaw just in case we come across somebody's base so we can break in. How are our shoes doing? Damaged. Let's get rid of them. Let's take them off. Let's put on our spare boots. That'll give us some more space in our backpack. In fact, what we could do, this is my little trick for emptying your backpack. You drop your backpack and then you just move whatever you can to the inventory. Looks like we haven't got enough space for anything. Okay, so we've got to put it back on again. Wow, so we ate every single steak from that sheep. And we didn't get the full tummy side. We've still got a big fat lump of steak left. Fat left as well. We won't have to, in fact, should we see if we can eat it? See if we can eat an entire sheep. I don't think we'll be able to, but let's have a go. See when we get the stomach full sign. Bear in mind we drank a whole canteen of water before this as well. And it wasn't like my character was starving before. Wow, look at this. What? Oh my god, I tell you what, I've learned something today. So, okay, so before I started the stream, okay, my character was, my apple was full. Alright, and then before I started the stream, I had a tin of spaghetti, I think. Or, I had a tin of peaches, that was it. I definitely had a tin of peaches to start, you know, because... So my character wasn't hungry, you know. And yet we have killed and eaten an entire sheep, all of the steaks and the fat from it as well, in one sitting. And before that we had an entire canteen of water, and we've managed to eat all that. So that shows you, so my character at the moment will be full of calories. I probably won't have to eat for a couple of days now. But then again, but the beauty of doing that, of having the food and the calories inside your character, is that you don't have the weight penalty of running around, you know, lugging a load of steaks, or more importantly, a big lump of fat around. That is quite impressive. That I didn't realise that. So that's good. Okay, right. So I tell you what, we'll probably. Oh, that is probably a very good. Our fire is just going out. So this is probably a very good time to finish the stream, I would have thought, because we've covered a lot of ground tonight. We've come up to the north of the map. We're full of food. You know, we're good to go. We've got a canteen full of water. We've got a water bottle full of water. We've got chlorine tablets for purifying water. We've got a can of spaghetti. We've got a can of tactical bacon. That is in reserve tactical bacon. We always leave that for last because it's a good weapon. And it really fills you up when you have a can of tactical bacon. We've got peaches, another peaches. Hey, if we ever to get really hungry, we could plant some zucchinis and have some zucchinis that way. But we're pretty much good to go for probably our adventure west, which we may well be doing over the next few days. But there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed a nice casual stream tonight, just wandering through the rather pleasant northern part of Chernarus. Thanks for everybody for coming along. We do appreciate it. Thanks you for hitting the like button. Thanks you for subscribing if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope you like this sort of chilled out streaming version of DayZ. But anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much for coming along. And I'll see you all again soon. Good night.